I want you to imagine a video game developer. The first thing that comes to most people's minds when this has popped up is a guy who's maybe in his mid-30s programming his days away with some really smart computer knowledge. Well, it's actually this stereotype that is very harmful for women such as myself and my friends who are women in this game development space and in the indie game scene. This is because it creates for a hostile work environment sometimes because we are the minority and some sexist remarks and some unwanted advances or criticisms are made regarding our judgment, our appearance, and our character. And honestly, these kind of comments are not accepted in so many industries, but the game development is one of those few industries that still has a disproportionate amount of men compared to women. And not only does this create for a harmful stereotype, it creates for a lack of representation of women's stories in game development and in media in general. That's why it's so important for studios such as mine, CozyCat Games, to be making strides in this industry. So I am Helena, I'm the studio director of the studio, CozyCat Games, where we're developing a cozy baking game called Madame Fifi's Bakery. And the premise of the game is where you play as a cat baker, Madame Fifi, who has to bake adorable pastries for all the super cute animal townsfolk. The gameplay is very relaxing, it's non-stressful, very narrative heavy, and there's a free demo available to play, available in the description, and you only have 21 days left to back our game on Kickstarter if you would like to see it turn into a full project. If you back it, there's a ton of really cool tiers. You can get beta testing privileges, you can get an art book, you can get Kickstarter exclusive outfits. So if this sounds interesting to you and you want to support more women entering the game development space, please play the demo in the description and pledge to us on Kickstarter. Every single one of you, even if it's $1, is super highly appreciated. So now let's talk about women in game development. As you may have heard before, 50% of gamers are women. And these are girls that not only play cozy games such as our game, Madame Fifi's Bakery and Stardew Valley and The Sims and Animal Crossing. Sure, women do play those and we really enjoy that because of the feminine touch and the aesthetics. Women do also play shooters and they also play roguelikes and they also play platformers and they play all these games that men play. But you may ask yourself, where are all these girls? Why aren't they vocal? It's because of the environment that is created in these lobbies and in these spaces and in the Discord servers. It is so hard and so scary to be a woman in these places, but that doesn't mean that we don't enjoy these types of games. The creative art director of Madame Fifi's Bakery, Kat, is actually a huge shooter girl. She loves Apex, she loves Valorant, and she is amazing at these games. Guys, don't 1v1 her, she will beat you. But the thing is, she never turns on her mic in the lobbies because every single time that she even takes one word out of her mouth and they hear her voice, they make assumptions about her ability to play the game. They assume they're better than her. They make horrible, sexist remarks, asking her to go make them a sandwich. It's horrible, horrible. So obviously girls aren't gonna talk if this is the environment that is created for them. So it's not that women aren't playing these games, it's just that you don't see them. Because every single time they make themselves visible, they experience harassment. Women do play games, so why don't we deserve to also be making them? I personally am not a big fan of shooters and violent games. Honestly, I love narrative games. I fell in love with games when I started playing Pokemon Soul Silver and also Pearl and Black and White and everything on the DSi. I was obsessed with the world of Pokemon. And then when I went through my teen years, I became really obsessed with different narrative games with branching dialogues, especially such as Undertale, Earthbound, Doki Doki Literature Club, Amori, games like this that were really narrative heavy where you can actually physically put yourself in the first place of the player. And I think that that's so beautiful and it's not gendered. Why would that be gendered? That's a story. That's anything. Any human can enjoy that. Why is it the stereotype that guys only enjoy that? No, there's no stereotype that only guys like to read or only guys like to watch movies. So why is it that only guys like to play video games? It's a gender neutral category. I don't understand why this exists, but it is one of those few industries that is still like this today. So I feel so passionately that more girls should feel safe to consume games and make them and make it a public knowledge and also not have assumptions that they're less good than their male counterparts because they are women. It makes no sense. It's a mouse and a keyboard. Why would a guy have more of an ability to do that than a woman? It's not like you're lifting weights. I understand if you're lifting weights, maybe guys have more of an advantage there, but it's a mouse and a keyboard. Anyone can be good at that. So this is silly, in my opinion. I study software engineering at university. I'm also very involved in the game development clubs and groups in my city. Not only am I studying software engineering at university, I've also done a diploma at the same time as software engineering for video game development. and I went to college for sciences. I'm very, very educated, and I've been in many different groups where I am the minority. I'm one of the few women in these groups. I have experienced time and time again, not only people are generally friendly, but there are many assumptions not only done online, but also face-to-face with these people where there's remarks regarding your intelligence. People assume that they're more intelligent than me because they are a guy, and oftentimes they explain and mansplain to me certain subjects that I know way more than them about. Also, there is a lot of romantic advances done, and this is not only experience done to me, this is an experience that I've heard worldwide for most girls, not only in the game development space, but also in software and programming in general. A lot of girls feel very targeted in these spaces. And obviously we're not gonna go to these spaces if we feel unsafe or targeted. I go to these places because I enjoy games and I wanna talk about video games. I'm not there to be romantic and mingle around, you know what I mean? Like, it's just disrespectful. So this is something that I experience a lot, and Kat and all of the other people that I know that are women in this space experience. If you are a girl and you want to enter the game development industry, please, please, please do it. Just go to these spaces, go to the clubs, go to the social events, show your presence. Because obviously it's gonna be a shock every time someone such as myself shows their face and explains that they're a game developer if no one does it. We have to show to guys and to girls, to other girls, that there are girls that are interested in game development and it's not a male exclusive hobby. So honestly, it's difficult at first, but there's gotta be some people do it so the shock value kind of goes away over time. You know, I'm sure it was the same when girls started showing interest in engineering as well, or any sort of male-dominated hobby. It was really, really shocking when the first few women start and go out and say, okay, this is something that I'm interested in as well. But as time goes on, you kind of get more used to it, and then it becomes more okay for girls to be interested in it. And I really believe that game development is the epitome of art. It is not only the combination of programming, but of visual arts and music and storytelling and game design and everything coming together to create a product that is really immersive and multidimensional. And women have so much value to bring to the table. We tell stories so beautifully and we have so many thoughts and insights. A lot of the time we're highly emotional, emotionally intelligent, and we have such great things to say, and we don't get to say them because we don't even fathom the possibility that this could be something for us. So I think that this is, like, I'm very, very passionate about this. I uploaded a video like this 2 days ago. I was harassed in the comments. People saying, where's her OnlyFans? Oh, she's only successful because of the way she looks. Oh my gosh, she looks just like a porn star. Don't talk about video games, just make them. Like, shut up and go make videos. Horrible, horrible comments. But when I receive comments like this, it makes me more, like, it does the opposite effect. It makes me want to make these videos even more, because obviously if the people have such strong opinions about it, then it's something that needs to be said. So please, please, if you're a girl, do it. Join the spaces and don't make yourself uglier. Also, if you're a very beautiful woman or if you really like fashion and aesthetics, I'm a model. I'm a fashion model. I've been modeling for 6 years. I love makeup and I love getting dressed and I love fashion and I love, like, looking good. That's a passion of mine as well, a hobby, just like video game development. I'm not going to make myself less attractive. Like, why would I do that just to enter the spaces? Like, that makes no sense to me. Don't make yourself smaller to make people more comfortable. This is the message to the girls that want to enter the game development space. If you're not a girl, if you want to support women, or if you're a woman that is a gamer and doesn't want to necessarily make video games, in order to make an impact, you need to be supporting studios such as ours that are all female. All of my team is female. It's myself, Kat, who's the creative art director, Marie, who's the programmer, and Shin, who is the game designer. We are all girls and we really have a great work environment because we understand what it's like to be a minority. We're very loving and caring to each other and understanding. You need to be helping people such as ours that are actually trying to make a change and trying to tell female and feminine stories, and really trying to do the indie route, because lots of guys have taken over the indie route and we want to have our say too. It's such a fun space to be in. So we have a Kickstarter. Again, we only have 21 days left in order to reach 100% funded. If we don't reach 100% funded in the next 21 days, unfortunately, we won't be able to continue development because we don't have the funds required to do so. So make sure you play the free demo in the description and support the Kickstarter if you're able to. If you're not, that's totally okay. Interacting with the content, leaving us comments, liking the video, sharing it with your friends, all helps us so much. I have faith that if you come to the end of the video, you are one of the people that want women to succeed, that want people like such as myself and my team to succeed in the game development industry, and I appreciate you more than you know. I've had negative comments, but I've also had so many beautiful comments that have left me feeling so happy and just like encouraged. So thank you all. And I really will be reading the comment section. So leave me your thoughts, your questions, and anything down below, next video ideas, and I'll be sure to respond to them all. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.